What's up, fat boy? Hey, fat boy. No, not you. Yeah, you. No, this guy. That was me, guys. That was a picture of me on Christmas Day, 2 Christmases ago. So this is already, I guess I'll go back to the 24. That was the Christmas of 23. All right, 23, 24. No, 22. At the time of that right there, I was around 280. The last time I actually scaled and got my eyes on the scale and the numbers, it was at 274. And that's also around the time that I was down in Miami that time, and I was on Mother Trucker's show. And if you guys watched that video, man, I watched that video even after we shot it, and I was like, man, I swelled up like a tick. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know I've been talking about trucker weight loss for years now, all the way back to 17 or 18 with the video that was called the Fat Vegetarian, because I got to thinking, I was like, you never see Fat Vegetarian. So I was, dilly-dallying around, and at that time I had reached 250 pounds, and for me that was a milestone. That was heavy. That was really heavy, and I just started, it seemed like the more I focused on it, the more I gained. So let's fast back up to 22, that Christmas, 2 Christmases ago. That was with me, and I was a big old boy. I mean, I know you can't really tell it on the videos, and at the time you can tell I had a little weight on me, but not like this. Now let's fast forward to this past Christmas, same day, 2 years later, and at that time right there, I was in the 240s, 244, 246, something like that. I'd gotten lighter than I'd been in years, and I really couldn't believe it. Now let's fast forward up to now, August. Today is the 21st of August, and we'll just show you. Forward to today. You know, the only problem I have with that is all my clothes are big. This is an extra large. Yeah, not too bad for a trucker, huh? Guys, I'll tell you right now, in 2014, let me pull you back down here. 2014, I was 229 pounds, 230 pounds, and I am currently like 234. I put a video out just a little over a year ago, said I was going carnivore, and I did. And what I ran into by searching carnivore, everybody said the same thing. It said carnivore is the thing you go to when you've tried everything else and nothing works, and they go carnivore as a last resort. And let me tell you, it works, and I'm gonna tell you why. We're gonna talk about this and what I found out along the journey of over a year ago from let's see, I think in that video I'd mentioned that I weighed 255 or something like that. I was wrong. Shortly after I put that video out, because it'd been a while since I weighed, I put back on weight. I was back up 261. And anyway, so a little over a year later, we're right at 30 pounds, and it wasn't a hard weight loss. It wasn't drastic. It was just, I changed my lifestyle, guys. That's all I did. And when I looked into going to carnivore, like I said, everybody said that carnivore seems to be the diet that everybody goes to when they've tried everything else. And here's the problem. You know why alcoholics are alcoholics? It's because they don't know moderation. You know why we get fat, besides driving these trucks, eating crappy food, not getting enough exercise? Again, we don't know moderation. What I learned on carnivore is, it don't matter about moderation. You can eat to your heart's content. And what I learned is, you don't get food comas. I mean, you can. You eat enough steak, you're gonna need a meat nap. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. But it's like every time I eat now, I don't ever have the food coma where I need a nap, because I'm not spiking my insulin or sugars. Anyway, I'm not spiking that stuff, and it's not making me crash because it's no carbs. And what I've really found out, that nobody really said this. I think they did say it, but never registered. I'm never hungry. How am I never hungry? It's weird. It's to the point I'm never hungry. I've got to remind myself about 2 to 3 o'clock every day to eat lunch. And usually my lunch is some of these Old Trapper. Don't buy these at the truck stop, guys. Stop in a Walmart. You can get them for like 10, 11 bucks. This Planters mixed nuts is no peanuts. It's the deluxe It's got cashews, almonds, pecans, pistachios, and hazelnuts. All of my favorite nuts. I wish it had more pecans in it though, and that'd make it better. But these right here, like I said, 10, 11 bucks at Walmart. It gives you almost a pound of deli style beef sticks. And if you look at the ingredients on this stuff, there's some stuff in there we probably don't need to eat. Preservatives and stuff, and I know it's highly processed. Actually, no, it's not really. You don't have to process meat to make it into a meat, kind of like you do wheat into bread. That's a process. But you know, there's really good stuff in here. This is what I'm snacking on going down the road. When I first went carnivore, I was eating meat tacos, and I'm just like to give you the skinny on this. Got it from my guy Stoney. That's what he was doing, and I was like, all right, I'll try this, and it worked. 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whenever I was hungry, I'd stop, give me a couple pieces of provolone cheese. I like the provolone Sargento because it's real cheese. Those sliced singles you get, that's not cheese. It's a cheese product. It's garbage. Don't eat it. Sargento is real cheese. I like the ultra thin provolone, and I lay out 3 or 4 of them. It was 5 or 6 when I first started, and then I delied it with some deli meat, you know, pastrami, ham, turkey, just whatever. And then I'd use them with some mustard, and I'd use the cheese as a taco. Yeah, works really great. No carbs, low on sugar and any of that stuff. And that's what I did. And at night, I'd usually fix me some brats, or I still eat brats. I shoot 3 to 4 brats, Johnsonville's. Sausage, I just say sausage. The jalapeno cheddars are good, and the better cheddars are good. I eat 3 or 4 of those a night with no bread. I heat them up, and then I wrap them in provolone, usually pepper jack. That's my favorite. And then I got some Duke's mayonnaise, some Whataburger spicy ketchup from Walmart, and some French's spicy mustard. And I dip bite, bite, just little bites. Really good. And after about a week, I noticed I started eating less. That 5 or 6 meat tacos turned into 2 and 3. And then if I wanted something else, some nuts, deli style. Also, I eat a lot of boiled eggs. You can eat your weight in that stuff, and you won't get fat. You can eat your weight in all this stuff, and you won't get fat. But what's weird is, if you're like me, how I was, I've just gorged myself. It's so good. I'm a foodie. I don't have no wind. I would eat to the point my belly felt like this. Got to pop. I need a nap. I'm like this, and I'm just like, oh my God, I shouldn't have not eat those. Why'd I do that? Anyway, when you first start this, to me, it's like the second day. You go through what they call keto fog, or it's just your body's making a transition to getting off sugars and carbs for a fuel source of energy. And it's resorting back to your natural source, which is burning fat. So when you're going through that, your body's not pulling fat for energy, so it makes you feel like you're starved to death, like you're low on energy. My first time, I shit you not, I'm riding down the road, I don't even feel like talking. I was talking to the wife, and I was like, I'm gonna get off here. She's like, why? I was like, I'm so daggum. It's like I'm almost nauseous. It's almost like I'm just no energy at all. I said, I don't even feel like talking. It's just like my energy level is depleted. And I went through that, and I was talking to Stoney about it. He said, that's that keto fog that they talk about. He said, don't give in. He said, just give it till tomorrow. You'll be fine. When you pull over tonight, eat your normal brats, and you'll be fine. The next day I woke up feeling like a champ. In that transition, my body went from trying to encourage me to break in some new fuel because it's used to sugars and carbs, and it just really, when I didn't give in, it forced the body to go back to its natural source, and that's burning body fat. That way, there's a reason why we get bellies and stuff when we eat too much sugars and carbs, because your body will burn that before it will fat, and then it leaves that fat as stored energy. Yeah, in your fat. I know there's a lot more to that. I'm just trying to give you the skinny. I'm just saying, a little over a year ago, I was 260 something pounds. Now I'm almost in the 220s, and I don't have to starve myself. Like I said earlier, a lot of people, they try all these different fad diets. They try everything under the sun, and they realize that they don't work. And then you fall off, and then you gain more weight back, and then you had enough, then you do something else, you lose some weight, and you've had enough. you gain it all back. It's just a roller coaster, which is really, really bad for your health. And I experienced it, guys. I experienced it. But whenever I started to go carnivore, I was like, I'm gonna go carnivore hardcore, and then I'm gonna let that rotate into a whole food diet. And whole food, if you're asking what I mean a whole food, something with no ingredients list. Like if you pull out one of these cashews in here, look at the ingredients list. It's a cashew. An egg. The ingredients: an egg, steak, meat, chicken, whatever, lettuce, vegetables. I love my veggies. And also we changed around the house. We don't use any seed oils. It's real butter, Ringgold butter, or Kirkland brand at Costco. That's a real butter. And my wife likes that a little better than Ringgold, so she always buys the Kirkland brand at Costco. And extra virgin olive oil, no seed oils, vegetables, any of that stuff, no good, no bueno. Even if you don't like that, just use lard. Lard is a animal byproduct, I'm pretty sure. I know beef tallow is. I think lard is too. Anyway, it's natural. It's natural. It's not a processed, made-believe food that we should not consume. Anyways, like I said, none of that stuff works because we don't know moderation. If you're like me and you know this about yourself, try keto, try carnivore, and just tell yourself for the first 2 weeks, I'm going to eat nothing but carnivore or keto. Keep your carbs at 20 or 30 carbs a day or under. I still take in some carbs, guys. I'm not going to say I'm a saint, but I stay in ketosis. I'm never hungry. I got to remind myself to eat. Matter of fact, when I was doing a rebuild on the Kenworth back in February, I went 72 hours, 3 days without eating. You want to think that's weird? I think it's weird. I did it, and I done it by accident at the start of it, because I got up and started working on the truck. Me and Allison, we went to had Mexican food for lunch, and came back. And later on that night, I was like, I'm not even hungry. I'm not going to eat. So that night I didn't eat. Got up the next morning, worked on the truck. Was going to go to lunch. I said, hey, Allison, we going for tacos again? She said, no, I think I'm going to fast. I'm going to wait till I get home today. I said, all right, cool. Me too. We're going to keep on working. Anyway, I didn't eat. And I was like, I just eat tonight. That night got around, and I was like, I'm not really even hungry. Let's see if I can go until tomorrow. Did the same thing the next day, and I didn't eat. On day 3, I did eat. And it was weird. They say it's really healthy for you. It promotes stem cells and stuff like that, because you deplete a lot of stuff in your body. And the moment you start eating again, your body releases T cells, stem cells. So they say that's really healthy. There's a lot of cancer research on that, heart disease, lung disease, all kinds of diseases showing that right there helps people. But they don't let you know that, because Big Pharma would lose some money. So they keep that on the wraps. Anyways, guys, I just want to give you a little over a year review of when I went carnivore. I was hardcore for about 3 months, maybe 6 months, and then it started dwindling, and I'd give in a little bit. But at the same time, I kept losing weight, and my energy level is always way up here. And like I said, the best thing, I can't drive home enough, is I'm never hungry. And when you are hungry, have a snack, have some nuts, eat real food. Just try it. If you're sick and tired, let's back that up. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired about being overweight, just go ahead and try it. Just try it out. It's really easy. Stop at Walmart, get you some Johnsonville brats, get you some sandwich meats, get you some Sargento cheeses. At truck stops, get real food. You know what I'm saying? Eggs, salad. Go really light on the dressing. I think that's all right as well. And when you're at home, try sticking to burgers, like what do they call them? Hamburger patties, or hamburger steak. Just a couple patties of that. Fix you 2 pounds of hamburger steak, douse it in some ketchup or mayo or mustard or Heinz. A1, I'm an A1 guy. And dig out. And just try it out. Try it out for a week. Try it out for 2 weeks. I promise you this. I'm going to end the video on this. If you do this and you give yourself 2 weeks, you're going to feel the difference. And if you quit after that, there's no help for you. I'm just saying, after about a week, I was like, oh, I feel the difference. I'm not going to stop this. And I didn't view it then, and I don't view it now as a diet, quote unquote, or quote on, Yeah, quote. It is a diet as a whole. It's just the way I eat, you know, try to keep it clean. Anyways, guys, if this inspired you, let me know in the comments. If you've lost weight, keto, carnivore, whatever, leave it in the comments. Let's all know your journey and inspire some other people that's truckers and want to lose weight. Or if you ain't even a trucker and you stumble across my video, leave your stories in the comments. Inspire other people, guys. It's been one heck of a ride, and I said then, I'm gonna say now, I don't see me changing my ways. So, and let me add this. I will have a fast food burger once every week or three. I will give in to fries every once in a week or three. But I feel like this, it's like the old 80-20 rule. If you do the right thing 80% of the time, you can get away with that 20%. That way you can have a little indulgence as well. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, give me a big old thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed, as I put videos out on the regular, all things trucking. Until that next video, guys, see you, bye.